That is a challenge everywhere where they have oil. Personally, I don't think this will happen anytime soon. And by that time, I'm sure we will manage to marry these two quite well. I'm sure of that. We are, at least in theory, an ecological state, although we have to do a lot to achieve that aim. So I'm sure that we shall include the best practices that are in place in various other places where the oil has been found and there is a tourist potential, to be able to provide a sustainability for the tourism, but in the same time allow the development by drilling, exploring the oil and gas. I think the gas will be more important in that case, but that's, I think, are quite on the long stick at the moment.
Crediamo che sia un discorso abbastanza per il futuro, ma abbastanza lontano. E diciamo, le ricerche petrolifere, il turismo è una sfida a farli stare insieme, però speriamo che fra un bel po' di anni riusciremo a farli stare insieme, diciamo, a connetterli, perché diciamo noi in teoria siamo uno stato ecologico e diciamo cercheremo di trovare delle pratiche migliori per farli stare insieme, diciamo, queste ricerche petrolifere e il turismo, perché noi siamo comunque uno stato turistico. E infatti i punti dove saranno le ricerche, anche se saranno dei punti turistici, cercheremo di svilupparli tutti e due senza problemi.
How many Italian companies are in your nation?
Yesterday in Andria we had a conference, and there were almost 80 different representatives there. So, and then I had a separate meetings with 4 or 5 of them. So I think our friends and colleagues that are initiating sort of an association that will deal with the friendship and promote cultural and economical ties between Montenegro and the Regione Bat have done a really good job. They've selected a lot of interesting parties, and this is just the beginning of this cooperation. And our friend and partner Riccardo Di Matteo has organized all of that, and I'm sure with his energy and his enthusiasm, this will continue in a really good way. We're looking forward to it.
In fact, what is the opportunity for us, for our companies?
We have various other possibilities that we put on the table. As I just mentioned before, there are a few major projects, but we're also dealing with the smaller ones. Let's say smaller ones, let's say between 3 and 7 or 8 million in size of investment, which are the commercial centers that we would like to build on about 6 or 7 locations in the city. These are all based on the public-private partnership initiative that we have a quite significant experience in Podgorica, and we would like to attract Italian partners to do, which are sort of our natural partners. We share the same coast, we share similar culture, we like your food. So I think that's all the prerequisites for a good cooperation. There are lots of Italians already operating in Montenegro. We have a stable economical system, we have a stable political system, we share the same currency, and yesterday we had our partners have included in the program and a company that deals with economical intelligence to explain from their point of view what are the advantages of investing in Montenegro and what they have to have in mind when the Italian investors come there. So that was very educational for me as well.